No one expects the Riviera Live TV. We may have tried to sneak in through a back route to the latest Monaco Yacht Show, but we can report that the super yachts are still getting bigger. And their toys like this mini Saab and their helicopters are facing some new regulations they'll need to comply with. But that's just a sign of a still maturing and ever-expanding industry. With 30,000 visitors ogling 100 luxury yachts and 500 alluring stands dangling the industry's wares, it's one of Monaco's most important events. But the recession has opened clear water between the market for super yachts of over 60 metres, which are scarce, and smaller luxury vessels now in plentiful supply.
I think it's ultimately just down to the supply and demand, and that boats under 50 metres, there's still quite a lot of supply on the second-hand market. Whereas over that level, there have only been a certain amount of boats over that size actually ever built or constructed. So by the very nature, there are less of them on the second-hand market.
Welcome to Central Bay.
The tale of two recessions, with parts of the industry buffeted while the top end rides out the storm, is taken up by one stallholder who's here to see who fancies a private jet to go with their super yacht.
I see a lot of businesses developing during recession time, where rich people become even richer. And I see, I mean, if you look here around in Monaco, in the Monaco Yacht Show, you will see some of these guys walking along and with a big smile.
It's the top echelon that Jamie Edmiston hopes to interest in his Linley range of marine furniture, like the €60,000 Riviera desk. But with his background in yachting, he's aware of market sectors where pressure is pushing prices down.
Right now, if you're a buyer, there's never ever been a better time to buy a yacht. There are some amazing deals available on some phenomenal yachts. And if you look behind me now, you know, there are 60, 70 yachts out there, all of them keenly for sale. And if the guy is ready to spend the money and negotiate a deal, he can probably get a fantastic yacht at a very, very good price.
Another way in which it's not so tough at the very top is that the boats which cost big money make big money.
He's been to Antarctica, the Galapagos Islands, Brazil, the Caribbean, the States. She's been up to the Baltic Sea, she's been to London, and then down to Monaco for the show. And in that time, she's done $2 million worth of charter business.
It's a comforting thought, perhaps, that the most sought-after boat at the Monaco Yacht Show, surrounded by so-called yachts that are really more like ships, is itself actually a sailing boat. Pendennis's Hemisphere can do 15 knots under sail and is really a scaled-up version of a normal sailing catamaran. If super yachting is a playground of the super rich, there are some new school rules coming. And it was at Monaco's International School that Sir Alan Massey explained how the Maritime Labour Convention would protect crews' rights and add new safety codes.
The party's not over, it's just the party's operating in a framework of safety. So what we're trying to do is work with industry to find where are the risks, how can we best take account of the conventions that exist and actually come up with a way of making it suitable and relevant for the sort of things we're talking about. And that's the whole basis of this code approach. It's a relatively light touch, but with the force of law behind it.
Critics of how the regulations developed say super yachts were overlooked, despite the worldwide fleet swelling to 5,000 and employing 60,000 people.
It all depends on how heavy the light touch is going to be. There have been several waves of regulation, and it's sometimes hard for an industry that's based on fun to conform. The super yacht industry having been forgotten, the writing of it is having to find a way to adapt to this legislation. So the idea is if they could standardize the size of the accommodation, which on a cargo ship made of steel, basically a box, it's easy to draw a square and say that's how much space a crew member gets. As you can see from these boats, it's all about form, beauty, and sometimes, particularly for the smaller yachts, you can't draw a square and put the crew in it.
For any yacht crews feeling underappreciated with their unconventional work pattern and uncertain employment conditions, there was some welcome recognition at Fraser Yacht's Captains Awards.
The yacht is always meticulously maintained. The crew show enthusiasm and professionalism with all charter guests.
But the needs of crews have also been noticed by a network with some specialised solutions to offer.
Medical insurance, personal accident and income protection needs to be very specific for them. They tend to be young and fit, so a policy for other workers isn't going to be the same for them. So we sourced suitable premiums that give them the cover they need wherever they're going to be in the world.
Aside from practicalities, the Monaco Yacht Show is a style parade, epitomised by Monte Carlo-based Wally Yachts and their flamboyant founder and president.
I thought Monaco could have become really the capital of the big boats. Sometimes I've been in seminary with other designers talking about how to design cars, how to design planes, like that. And they were trying to say that the most beautiful thing in the world is the woman, which we could agree. But I think we have to design something that women could like and love. And usually women love and like men. So I think Wallies are a bit masculine, but probably masculine is a character that women love.
Super yachts continue to be built, and a worldwide fleet already worth over 50 billion euros will only grow.
The new builds are coming in, and the business is picking up overall. And visiting this week with everybody, it seems like the crews have opportunities for additional work, and that's always the best sign for the economy and the yachting business.
This is Andrew Burroughs reporting for Riviera Life TV from the unique Lindley Riviera News Desk at the 21st Monaco Yacht Show.